Hi, and good afternoon. I'm hopping on live to talk a little bit more about the Heart of Dad Summit, which is kicking off on 30th of November with 10 days with 10 amazing speakers talking about all sorts of themes relating to fatherhood, running your own business, or being a leader. And today I thought I'd talk a little bit about what's not being said, a conversation that's not being had, really. So often when I'm in conversation with dads, when we dig a little bit deeper, um, I find that often, and this has been my experience too, that it's easy to say in response to the question, "How's it going? What's up? How are you? It's all good. I'm fine. I'm doing well." Um, and that's our kind of automatic response. It's a social norm apart from any other thing. But also I see, when I reach out on LinkedIn and ask how people are doing, then everybody's having a great time. They're doing really well. They're succeeding. It's all good. And of course, I don't wish anything but that for anybody really. It's we want to have success. We want to feel good about life, but often it's actually really hard to speak to the times when things aren't going so well. And I think it would be quite pernicious for dads to get caught in a loop of feeling embarrassed or even ashamed that to say if they're struggling and to suffer a little bit in silence. It weighs heavily. In fact, when I conducted a bit of a survey prior to launching the summit of 50 dads, the suffering in silence and holding on um, to what's hard and not talking to anybody about it, including spouses and partners, was very, very high on the list for many people. So I know that it's an issue that can be really challenging and it can be invisible. So I'm shedding a little bit of light on that today to talk about it as a theme that we'll be exploring during the summit, and to talk about my own experiences of invisibility, keeping my struggles, my challenges invisible. Um, in my 30s, I co-founded a business, and it was a very, very exciting and dynamic time in my life. It was a very successful business, and it was also very, very demanding. And I had a deep feeling that I didn't want to let anyone down. Uh, um, that it would be shameful. It would be um, letting other people down, letting myself down, letting my partner down if I showed how much actually things were weighing on me. And I wrestled with that a lot. It gave me some sleepless nights. I found it incredibly difficult to say uh, really what was on my mind. And that can be environmental. It can be from how you're brought up. It can be for all sorts of reasons. But I think the conversation that isn't being had is, well, how's it really going? What's really happening for you in life right now? We're just starting another phase of lockdown in England, and yeah, it leaves me wondering, like, what is the actual story for dads as they face another round? And mums, of course. I'm not making this a male exclusive thing. Obviously, the Heart of Dad Summit is dad's oriented, but I'm wondering what's going to pan out, how things are going to work for dads as we move into another period of significant change. One of the things I've noticed in myself and in talking to other dads really is at the root of that experience of isolation is a feeling of disconnection when we really don't feel in tune with ourselves, in tune with those around us. In fact, that experience of being close to others can be agonizing, can be really challenging, can weigh heavily. And I also know that connection is, in a way, the magic source, should we say, for feeling good in the world, for feeling at one with yourself and that one with others. So I think that isolation and disconnection often go together. And Yeah, I mean, I'd love to hear in the comments if anybody uh, has anything to say on this. If you're listening live, thank you for joining me, or if you're listening on a replay, I'd love to hear your comments. And if you can give a like or a thumbs up to the live video, that'd be really handy as well. It might show up on more people's timelines. So, but thanks for joining me if you're live. So disconnection is a big thing, and with disconnection, I think comes that insidious thing of putting on a brave face. It's all okay. I'm all right. I'm doing fine. And maybe it's really hard to admit to ourselves actually when it isn't going fine, that it's actually really, really tough. When we peel back the layers of that conversation, what I see time after time for myself and for other dads I speak to is that we actually want more. We want so much more from life, from ourselves, from those around us, and there's that sort of deep longing at the heart of that feeling. So we'll be looking at that in the summit. We'll be looking at the vicious circle of saying I'm fine when I'm not, looking at some really creative and profound ways of experiencing life differently from that. And I'd love to have you join. It's a free event, 10 speakers over 10 days. We'll be going live at 9 a.m. PST, 5 p.m. GMT for 10 days during the week, starting 30th of November. And you can see on the ticker where to sign up. It's www.heartofdad.com/summit, and you can get all the details there. I'll be releasing the names of the speakers over the next couple of days, talking about that, and really delighted to have some absolute leaders in the field of human psychology coming to join me, and we're going to have some amazing conversations around some of these themes and more, which I'll be talking about in the coming days. So thanks for joining me, and I really hope to see you at the Heart of Dad Summit starting 30th of November. Thanks very much.